Man, I remember Saturday mornings. I could not wait. I got out of bed. I ran downstairs to catch the newest Pokemon and the newest Yu-Gi-Oh episode. And now looking back, rewatching the series, I couldn't believe that I waited a week just to watch one episode of Yu-Gi-Oh to find out what happened to Pegasus and his tunes. But speaking of tunes, let's go talk about them.
House of Cards.
TCG.
Alright guys, so if you don't know what tunes are, basically what tunes do is they allow you to attack your opponent directly, and as long as you can get Toon Kingdom on the field, you pretty much win. So it's a mixture of having Toon Kingdom mixed with protection for your kingdom as well as your tunes. Because if you have Toon Kingdom, you can summon out all your tunes, and it's just an insane combos that you can do. But then also Toon Kingdom provides protection for your tunes, so anytime they are destroyed or anything like that, you can just banish the card off the top of your deck and protect them. So it's about grinding your opponent out by attacking them directly and hoping that they can get over you somehow with your tunes or wipe off Toon Kingdom. So let's get into this deck profile. Let me show you what I've done with this. I'm going to start with 3 Black Luster Soldiers, 2 Black BLSs. Black Luster Soldier is the staple for this deck, and that's why this deck is somewhat competitive. Because with BLS, you can summon this by tributing another BLS in your hand or with any of the other monsters that allow you to summon it. And BLS, actually, if you do not use his effect, enables you to attack the turn that it's summoned, which is the summoning sickness that a lot of your other tunes have. So BLS gets summoned, boom, you're hitting your opponent for 3,000 first turn. And tunes are always, going second type deck. So one way that you're able to get out a BLS is with Toon Dark Magician. So what Toon Dark Magician does is once it's summoned, then it allows you to discard a tune from your hand, and then you can either special summon 1 Toon monster from your deck except for itself, or you can add 1 Toon spell trap. It all depends on your hand and what you have in your hand. So Toon Dark Magician, you got to run at 3 because you want to see it. And then one way that you're able to get Toon Dark Magician out of your hand is by summoning the Toon Red Eyes. Red Eyes on its summon allows you to summon another Toon from your hand. And that's it, which is great because then, now, Red Eyes and Dark Magician do have the summoning sickness. They can't attack the turn that they are summoned. But let's just say you open, we're going to do some combos to show you this. If you open a Red Eyes or a Black Stone, I'm going to show you. You summon Red Eyes Toon, activate effect to summon out Toon Dark Magician, and then you special summon out, discard a Toon, any Toon, and then you can special summon a third monster, which can go into some different plays. You do have some negates, some back row, so I play Toon Harpy Lady for that, 2 of them. It's an easy card, as long as you control Toon World / Kingdom, and because Toon Kingdom is Toon World, and it's in the text. You can special summon this straight out, and on summon, you can pop a spell or a trap in the back row. I do play 2 Toon Mermaids. For this matter, it's an easy special summon. As long as you control Toon Kingdom or Toon World, you can special summon it. And these 2, you can search to go into Bahamut Shark or to go into Totally Awesome. So that's a good way to kind of get some disruptions. I have 3 Blackstone of Legends. Blackstone of Legend, I play 3 because you're enabled to go into your Toon Red Eyes off of your Blackstone of Legend. So you summon this, and then you tribute itself to then special summon a Toon Red Eyes. And we only play 2 Toon Red Eyes because this has a second effect where you can shuffle a Red Eyes back into the deck and add this back to your hand and keep resummoning your Red Eyes. Now, extra deck is not very important in this deck. It is important and you want to utilize your extra deck. But because of that, we want to shuffle and we want to find cards. So we play 3 Pot of Extravagances. Most of this deck is built on getting a Toon Kingdom out. If you can't get Toon Kingdom out, you're going to be in a lot of trouble trying to play through this deck. So I've built this deck on drawing cards, and I want to see Toon Kingdom. And for that, of course, 1 Terraforming. It just searches your Toon Kingdom. And again, if you can summon Toon Kingdom or have 1, even 2 copies in your hand, you're going to win. So because of that, we do play 3 Toon Kingdoms. Yes, you have to. Now let me read this for you. When this card is activated, banish 3 cards from the top of your deck face down. No problem. This card's name becomes Toon World. So it's basically a Toon World on steroids is what it is. And then it protects all of your Toon Worlds. Your opponent cannot target Toon monsters you control with card effects. If a Toon monster you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish 1 card from the top of your deck face down for each of those monsters. So good luck battling over my monsters because you can't target them with card effects. You can't get rid of them. And good luck getting rid of them because every time you attack it, you can take your damage calculation, but I'm just going to banish the top card off my deck and then attack you directly with them next turn. So insane. We do play 3 Toon table of contents. This lets you add 1 Toon card from your deck to your hand. So anything in the title and name that says Toon, you can search off of Toon table of contents. Now another important one that we have to have, we're going to run 3 Toon bookmarks. So Toon bookmarks allow you to search anything with Toon World in its text. So you can search Toon Kingdom off this or any of their Toon monsters. And most importantly, the second effect of this is, so what I do is if I see Toon table of contents in my hand, I'm using Toon table of contents to then search me a Toon bookmark because I want Toon bookmark in the grave. Because if you were to destroy my Toon World or Toon Kingdom, I can banish this card from my graveyard instead and negate or protect it basically. So if I can get my Toon bookmarks to grave, I mean, my Toon Kingdom's gonna be safe as long as I can open a Toon Kingdom. It's on. 3 Toon page flips. This is a free summon. What you do is essentially you pick 3 monsters. Typically, depending on your hand and what you have, you're gonna pick a Toon Red Eyes, Toon Dark Magician, and a Toon BLS. Your opponent picks one and you special summon it. If you summon Toon BLS off this, great. You can banish a card on the field or attack for 3,000. If you summon Toon Dark Magician, most of the time you can then special summon another Toon. If you summon Toon Red Eyes, then you can special summon another Toon. It's just insane. My favorite card, Comic Hand. I love this. You can search this with Page Flip or Toon Bookmark. And yeah, you just steal a monster and now it becomes a Toon. This is typical Pegasus and I absolutely love it. I do have 2 Triple Tactics talent in here. You're going second. Chances are your opponent's going to activate an effect on you because then either you can steal their monster or what you can do if you're going to go for OTK, or you can just draw 2 more cards because, again, we want to see Toon Kingdom. Toon Kingdom is if we get Toon Kingdom, we win. Upstart Goblin. Got to play 1. It's ridiculous, but again, I want to see Toon Kingdom. Toon Terror, one of my favorite cards. It's your negate. As long as you control both Toon World and a Toon monster, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. So when your opponent activates a spell, trap, or monster effect, negate it and destroy. Great way to protect your Toons, or just to get off something that maybe might trigger something that I don't know, that pops your Toon Kingdom that you don't have bookmark in the grave for. So then you can activate this and negate it. And then I have Briefcase. When your opponent summons a monster while you control a Toon monster, shuffle the monster into the deck. I like Toon Briefcase and I like Toon Terror because, well, Toon Terror is once per turn. Toon Briefcase is not. I can set 2 Toon Briefcases and I don't have to control Toon World. I can still use Blackstone Legend, get my Red Eyes out, set 2 briefcases, and I can play both of them until I get to my next turn. So that is the main deck. It's a 40-card main deck. I think it's very consistent. We're going to do some combos so that I can go over that with you, and you can see how consistent this is and how easy it is to get Toon Kingdom and Toons out. For your level 1 Blackstone, you get Ashed, and your Blackstone is just sitting there. We play 2 Link Karibos. The reason why we play 2 Anima, just in case you are going second, if your opponent's not paying attention, you can steal their monster, and then you can keep going off. The reason why we play 3 of these is because if I'm going to use Pot of Extravagance, I want to make sure that if I banish stuff, I can keep playing and maybe still go into some different plays. I play 3 Nightmares, Nightmare, Unicorn, Phoenix, and Cerberus. It just depends. It's situational. Again, it's just there in case you need it, if you need to set that up. 1 Tornado Dragon for back row. 1 Barricade Board Blocker. That enables me, if Toon Kingdom does get sent to the graveyard, I can use that to bring back my Toon Kingdom, which is a great play, and your opponent will hate you for it. I have 2 Totally Awesome, again, just in case one gets banished off of Pot of Extravagance. And that's going to be for your Toon mermaids, or I'm sorry, for your Bahamut shark. So 2 Bahamut shark. Bahamut shark is then off of your 2 Toon mermaids. You get them both out. They're both searchable. You can special summon them. Go into Bahamut shark, then go into Totally Awesome, and you're going to completely just lock your opponent out there so you can keep attacking directly. I have a Big Eye to control another monster, and I have a Black Flare Metal Dragon situational. This is kind of going first. This is going second. Going first, if I set, say, 2 Red Eyes, it doesn't really do me any well. So then I'll overlay Red Eyes Flare Metal, and then every time my opponent uses a effect, I'm going to burn them for 500 life points. And then last but not least, Access Code Talker. It's very easy to get 4 monsters out on the board. And from there, you can go into Access Code Talker, blow up their board, and take the game. So now, let's get into some combos so I can show you how consistent this deck is and how well it runs. And maybe you'll be able to compete with it on the locals. Let me know how it does. So let's set this up. All right, guys. We are going to shuffle our deck here. Lost card. We're going to shuffle our deck and see what our first hand brings us so that we can see how consistent this is. Again, we're going to go second. So we're going to draw 6, see what we have. And again, most important thing of this deck is that you can see Toon Kingdom. Because without Toon Kingdom, you're kind of stuck and you're going to get burned. So let's see what happens with this. We'll cut our deck right here and draw 6 cards. So Toon Page Flip, that's going to be our summon. Toon Table of Contents, again, that's a search for bookmark, which is going to be a search for Toon Kingdom. TTT, they activate an effect. We can draw 2 more cards. Toon Dark Magician, great. And look at that, we opened a Toon Kingdom. That's 5, we go 6, another page flip. So the first thing I would do off this hand is I'm going to go ahead and summon Toon Table of Contents. What Toon Table of Contents is going to do is it's going to search me a bookmark. The reason why I'm going for bookmark is because I want to provide protection for my kingdom. So this is what that's going to do. We'll summon Toon Bookmark. We do have a page flip on 2 page flips and a Dark Magician. So I'm probably going to search. I could go Comic Hand, steal an opponent's monster. Just for, because we're going to want another Toon for our Dark Magician. So let's just go ahead and summon out Harpy Lady. Because we can also ditch this page flip, but we'll save that for next follow-up turn. All right, we're going to go ahead and activate our Toon Kingdom by banishing the top 3 cards off of our deck. And I'll show you what we banish. So 1, Briefcase, 2, Blackstone of Legend, and Comic Hand. So those 3 gets banished. Activating Toon Kingdom, we're going to go ahead and play Page Flip. So Page Flip is going to let me search 3 monsters. We're going to search a Red Eyes. Let's just go with a Dark Magician and a BLS. We are going to shuffle these up real good. I don't know which ones are which. And then I'm going to go ahead and pick the middle one just so we can. All right, so spread them out. And we're summoning BLS, of course we are. So we special summon BLS off of Toon Page Flip. Now what we could do is summon our Dark Magician by either discarding our Toon Page Flip or we can discard Harpy Lady. And off of that, Toon Dark Magician, if we want to set a Toon Terror, we can set a Toon Terror for protection. Or, I mean, you could go for the whole trifecta here and summon out another Red Eyes. You could even summon out another BLS on this, which is probably what I would do. So now I'm attacking for 6,000 direct. Toon Dark Magician is there, just there. And yeah, so we just attacked our opponent for 6,000 direct if we're not using their effect to banish a card. And then next turn, they can battle over us. We have Toon Kingdom, we have Page Flip in the grave. So our Bookmark, so Bookmark's going to add protection for our Toon Kingdom. So if they try to battle over me right now, I'm just going to banish a card from the top of my deck, and then that's going to protect my Toons. All I need is 1 BLS or even Dark Magician. They just took 6,000. I need one of these monsters to make it to the next round, battle phase, battle over. And that's game. As ridiculous as that is, that's how this goes. So let me set up another hand, another test hand. We'll see what we draw. Maybe we'll do one more after that. All right, so hand 1, absolutely insane. quick OTK 1-2. And also I should mention we did still have the TTT in hand, and we had another page flip to go into next turn. So we could even special summon another monster and say we could have went Harpy Lady, Red Eyes Dark Magician. And it just would have been tough. If they couldn't get over all those monsters or had anything, I could have used page flip next turn to then special summon something and attack. I mean, it's just, I love playing Toons for that reason. That's why I like Toon deck. So test hand number 2. Let's say this turn, let's have some fun. Let's say we get stuck going first and see what we can set our board up with. So we got page flip. Contents, going to search Bookmark, which is then going to search Kingdom. Toon Mermaid, Toon Harpy Lady, and another table of contents. Table of contents is not once per turn. Bookmark is, contents is not. This is a great hand going first. So first thing we're going to do, play Toon table of contents. Contents is then going to search us a bookmark right there. We'll then play bookmark, and off bookmark, at that point, I'm probably going to go ahead and search a Toon Kingdom because I want to make sure I have a kingdom. That leaves me this if I need to go into another kingdom. So if say the Ash bookmark here and I don't have kingdom, I still have a backup play on table of contents to get another kingdom. So we're going to grab kingdom there. We got a page flip summon, 2 special summons. This is going to lay over nicely. This is really good hand. I like this a lot. Off here, let's go ahead and play Toon Kingdom. Get that one already activated because if they have a negate for it, you know, I got another content. So I want to play Toon Kingdom when I can just to make sure that it's out there and just good to go. Shuffle the deck here. Banish 3. We're going to banish 1, 2, and 3. Extravagance, Dark Magician, and another table of contents. So those get banished. Off this, we can go into some different plays. Trying to think, I would probably set up. Because I got these two. I probably want to go ahead and use table of contents to then set up. I'm going to go into another Toon Mermaid. I can then special summon both Toon Mermaids. I still have a page flip. Both of those are going to allow me to overlay into a Bahamut Shark. Bahamut Shark, which then I'm going to go ahead and detach a material, detach a Toon Mermaid, summon a Totally Awesome, and then I'm going to play Page Flip, and you don't even have to play Page Flip, but I got a Dark Magician there, I got a BLS, and we'll go Red Eyes. Off this, we'll pick the left card this time, I'll mix it up real good. Kind of didn't have to play Page Flip. I could play Page Flip on my follow-up turn after my opponent goes through his board because this is going to be the negate. So then I could set these two, wait for the next turn. So let's say it is next turn. We would draw, obviously. Let's pick this card. It's a Red Eyes. So we summon Red Eyes. We have Harpy Lady. We can special summon for back row, and that would play Page Flip. So this is going to be our board. At this point, I mean, you could then go into some different links. You could go into access code talker. There's a lot you could do. So this would, and if we did draw a card going second. So this is a really good hand. I mean, you got Totally Awesome. You got Bahamut Shark out, which after you detach material, then obviously you can use this, which is another link for play with a lot of different moves that you can make on this one. So you could also detach Toon Mermaid on your next turn or whatever you want opponent's turn. You got 2 negates there. Bahamut Shark and Toon Harpy Lady are there. If we did draw TTT, is what we drawed. I'll go in second. And yeah, I mean, there's just so much possibilities. You could go into your Nightmares plays, Link Karibos, and just keep going over your opponent. You could Toon Harpy Lady, Bahamut Shark into a Nightmare after you use that. A lot of different plays that you can make on that. So hand number 2, going first, set up our Totally Awesome and our Bahamut Shark, got the Toon out. We're going to keep attacking directly. And the goal here is just going to keep putting out Toons and different things and to go for the OTK. So let's do one more test hand because now we've seen it going first, going second. Great hands. And let's see if it's even consistent for our third time hand. We'll go second on that one. All right. Our third 10 final test hand. So this time we'll go second. Our first hand we went second, set up an OTK board, crushed our opponent. Going first, we set up our negates. The only thing I think I would have done different is I might have searched a Toon Terror. I think I would have liked to have a Toon Terror on the board. It would just added an extra negate, an extra. I was thinking about it. So totally awesome on top of, with the Bahamut Shark on the board with a Toon Terror. I think that's what I would do. Disrupt my opponent. He can't play. You got Toon Kingdom to protect your red eyes, and then try to keep drawing and setting up more of the tunes. So that's the only thing I think I would have done different on that hand. But hand number 3, we're going to go second. Let's see if we can keep it rolling. Another good hand. TTT, already great hand. Terraforming, searching our Toon Kingdom. Another TTT, can't go wrong. We hard drew a Toon Kingdom. The only thing we're missing now is we can't set up any tunes. So that's going to be, here's our last 2 cards. Upstart Goblin and a Toon Dark Magician. All right, so this will be an interesting play to see if we can get through it. We have Dark Magician. This will search Toon Kingdom. We can discard a Toon Kingdom off of our Dark Magician, but our problem is we need to summon it. So let's hope Upstart Goblin, we draw something that we can summon with, and we get a Toon Table of Contents. That's what I like to see. All right, so let's go ahead and bait this. Terraforming, we do play 1, so you might as well use it. Even though we hard drew it, and if they got an Ash, they're going to use it now because they don't want to see that. So we're going to add Toon Kingdom to hand. Let's go ahead and play Toon Kingdom. Shuffle our deck, banish the top 3. All right. Shuffle that. So let's see what we banished. A Comic Hand, a Blackstone, a Legend, and a BLS. That is not good. We don't want to banish him, but that's why we play 3. So off of that, we're going to play Toon Table of Contents. We're going to then search a Toon Bookmark, because again, that provides protection. We're going to play Toon Bookmark, and I would probably go into, to be safe, I think what I would do, is, I think I would have to go with a page flip on this one, looking at my hand. Yeah, let's go page flip. And then we'll hope that we get a good draw here. So we're going to activate Toon Page Flip. Either one, I mean, when we see BLS, we're good. If we see our red eyes, we're still good. And then we're going to play another Dark Magician to try to get a summon out. So shuffle these up. We'll pick the right one this time. Okay, so we'll summon our red eyes, which is good. So what red eyes lets us do is, once per turn, you can special summon 1/2 monster from your hand except red eyes, which is going to come in handy. So what that's going to do, Toon Red Eyes' effect's going to activate. We'll go ahead and special summon our Dark Magician. We will send Toon Kingdom to grave using Toon Dark Magician's effect, which is then going to special summon us a monster. And again, now we have 2 TTTs in hand, and we did get the trifecta, which is the BLS, Dark Magician, and Red Eyes. If he doesn't use his effect, he can attack directly for 3,000. With that, now we can actually go into these plays, which is our Red Eyes, Flare, and Big Eye. So if you don't want to leave these on the field, which, I mean, next turn I'm going to go for OTK. It depends on my opponent. You could even overlay, steal an opponent's monster, or use Red Eyes, Flare, and burn them for effects. So that is your typical tunes. That's what you're looking at. This is why I like playing tunes. And if it did come to the next turn, I left these 3. If they try to attack over them, again, I'm just banishing a card from the top of my deck, protecting them, and we would draw into a Pot of Extravagance. So let's go ahead and play Pot of Extravagance, banishing 6. Let's see what we banish. And it's just going to reset us completely up. I anticipate what we're going to probably pick up is bookmarks, contents, and all that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The idea is we don't want to banish both Toads or both Bahamut Sharks. So Anima is fine, Karibo, a Toad. So we did lose our Karibos, 1 Toad, but overall, you can see we draw 2, Harpy Lady, and Blackstone, a Legend. Blackstone of Legend, play that. You're going to tribute Blackstone of Legend to then special summon your other Red Eyes. Now you got 2 Red Eyes on board. You can special summon your Harpy Lady. That takes care of the back row. Then at this point, you could really overlay these two into your Big Eye or your Black Flare. Either one of them, you have both of them. So let's say we went into Black Flare. And then, I mean, you're still attacking here for 55. She is just protection, back row. And yeah, that is really strong. So trying to get your opponent to battle over this is going to be tough. So Toons, they're competitive. They're fun. As long as you can get Toon Kingdom, which is why I put all those cards in there to draw. You get Toon Kingdom, you're protected. And it's a lot of fun to sometimes beat these meta decks with these Toons. So shout out to Pegasus on this one. This has been Tyler, House of Cards TCG with the Toon deck. I hope you enjoyed it. Signing out.
House of Cards.